Hi everyone, welcome to SQL for Oracle database course. So in the previous lecture we described the type of joins that depend on the condition type is equi-join, non-equi-join, Cartesian join. Please back to the previous video if you need to check. We described it in more details. So these are the joins that is considered as the classic, the very old joins, and we have another joins that depend on the data and inclusion. They are inner join, outer join, and self join. Within the outer joins we have also three types: left, right, and full. So these are considered the modern joins that follow the American National Standard Institution. So we have inner and outer and self joined. So inner joins, the difference between inner joins and equi-joins. Within the equi-joins we have the condition we have to use the equality, but within the inner joins any logical conditions equal or bigger than and anything. Left, equal or others, and self join within same table. So we have the inner join. Inner join is returns only the rows that have matches values in both tables. So if there is no matches, that row will not appear in the result. So you should have matches column name within two tables. Outer joins, we have three types of outer joins. Returns matches rows from both tables plus none matches rows from one or both sides. So it's also returning the matches rows and plus none matches rows from one or both sides. Where there is no match, Oracle fills the missing side with null value. We have three types of outer join. Left outer join, so all rows from the left tables plus the matching from the right. Left outer join. We use the keyword left outer join. The right, same, all the rows from the right tables and matching from the left. Right outer join is the keyword we use within the SQL Developer. Full outer join, all rows from both tables, matches and not matches. We have self join is when a table joins with itself. So it's useful when rows in the same table are related. For example, we have an employees and these employees have a manager who's also stored in the employees table. Okay, so I got SQL Developer software open, and let's gonna explain all the queries one by one. We have the inner join. So select employee ID, select from departments and select from employee. So I'm gonna select employee ID. Okay, employee ID, the first name, last name from employee. We have employee ID, first name, last name, and the first one is E. This is the aliasing, we talked it in the previous video. If you don't know what is the aliasing, just back to the previous. So E is abbreviation of employee, so from employee table. Employee ID, first name, last name, and we have the department name from departments table. Department name from department tables. Okay, we have department ID within the department table, and also we have department ID within the employee table. Since we have the same column name within the two table, then we can use the inner join. So from employee, and I use the E as aliasing for employee, inner join, departments, I put the D as aliasing for department, on. So this is how you use inner join. We use the from employee and then inner join departments table on department ID within the employee equal to the department ID within the department table. So if we run this query, you will have the employee ID, first name, last name, and department name. So we have each employee within the department name that's belong to this employee. 106 rows selected. Okay, we have left outer join. Same, we have employee ID, first name, and we have the department name from department employee from department table. So from employee table, left outer join department, and we use the D for this aliasing for the department table. On the same condition, department ID is equal to department ID from the employee equal to department ID from the department tables. But in here we use the left joined. So if we run this query, it's gonna check. So it gives us all the employees, employee ID and first name, and all these employees that belong to this department, all the raw data from the left table from employee is considered the left and department is considered the right, so it gives us all the rows from the employee and only the matching parts from the departments. Included, if there is an employee it don't have any department, so the Oracle will show you, it will give you a null value. So if you use the right outer joins, you can just change this one from left to right. Right outer join. If we run this query, so you will have all the rows from the department from the right table and only the matching part from the left table, that is employee. Included, there is some department, they don't have any employee, so it gives us with a null value. Okay, but if we use the full, so if we use a full outer joint, he will give us all the rows from both tables. So we'll have all the rows from both tables, either if there is some employees that don't have department, or there is department without employee. Okay, also we have this self joint. This is the table that joins by itself. So if we check employee table, we have employee first name, last name, and the employee ID, and we have the manager ID. We need to check which employee is belong to this manager. So each employee have a manager, so if we need to check that, we can use the following syntax. So first name, last name from employee table, and first name and last name from the manager name from employee E and manager M, where employee manager ID equal to employee ID that's belong to manager. So we have two ID, one is employee ID and one is the manager ID. We can use the self join to combine these employees to give us which employee that belong to this manager. So if we run this one, we will have this result. So we have the first name and last name, and we have the first name and last name for the manager. So each employee have one manager. Each employees belong to this manager. So this is all you need to know about the three types of joins, the joins that data include. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.